Hello everyone.
And in this video we'll be just hanging around. It's been a while since the last video and I want to do an update of sorts. For me 30 days and more than 30 days have just whooshed by, full of events. We went from a sunny October to a very cloudy November. It's getting cold and I hope it gets colder, and I hope we have snow here on the west coast of Sweden and get one of those rare real winters here on the west coast. Anyway, things are fine. Everything is good. Nobody has caught a cold and gotten sick. Today is also special because exactly a year ago we were on our flight to Split, where we stayed over the winter, and we had a very good winter, very nice. I still think about the time spent down there in Split, in Mostar, in Sarajevo, and that whole region. It's really nice. And for sure we're gonna be back, but there are many other places to explore and visit. For me personally, I've been working ever since, I've been mentioning that in some videos during the summer, and now I'm the store manager of the organic food shop. The founder and the former boss has given over the stafette to me, and we are good buddies. I've been a student, I've been self-employed, I'm still self-employed, and I've also had employment where you are paid by the hour, like not permanent employment. So finally I got my first contract, like, you know, permanent employee and all that, as a store manager, so that's good. And I've had a lot of experience, you know, working in organic food shops, and I've learned a lot from my bosses, and so it's super exciting and challenging to kind of put it all together and start to form your own vibe in the shop and try to do the best out of it and enjoy it. As a father, you always have the honorable duty of providing for your family and, you know, taking care of things. And I also kind of gotten back to some creative stuff like music and writing and so on and so on, and even with my children. It's very exciting now when Florence is a bit bigger, a bit older, so now we can go out and do stuff for hours and hours on my free time, and even being with both of the girls and with the family is really something I value. There's a musician from the USA, her name is Alice Clay, and in one of her songs she sings something along these lines: I was sent here to open minds and show that anyone can override a program. And we do live in a program, in a system, in a matrix, call it whatever you want to. And you can either be oblivious to the fact you don't understand any causes and effects besides what you're being told, you never question anything. Then you have the second option, which is you might be aware of something, but either you don't care or you feel like you can't change the whole spectrum, so there's no reason to do anything, but you always have the time to, you know, mention it and talk about it and whine about it. And the third option is to actually just realize you can't change the whole spectrum, but you can, you know, do some mini steps in the path of whatever your, you know, alignment is, your convictions, your belief systems, and so on. And I'm not here to discuss those, but there's always something you can change and adapt to your own lifestyle. I mean, the most basic thing is to kind of you know, pay the rent, have some food, and from that you can go in any direction. It's not about the amount of money, it's more about what you do with the money you have, or you know, what kind of person you live with, or if you don't live with someone, and so on. And from there you can shape your life and override the program, the system, to you know, greater or lesser degree, but actually be somehow in command. And I'm saying this because I realize now, as I mentioned, when I got this was my first kind of, you know, full-time permanent job contract as a store manager, and I've never had one of those. I've been employed as a hourly employee, I am still self-employed, have my own thing on the side, and I've been a student and this and that, and so many things I've done and experienced, and I have a family and all that. So there is no you need this in order to get that. Basically what everybody needs is just some base, which you provide for yourself, as I said, roof and food, and from there you know, find perhaps a partner, friends, and you kind of do some alchemy, you know, transfer your reality into some golden version of whatever you wish to see it as, and that's very powerful. So yeah, look into Alice Clay. I do listen to all sorts of artists and music styles and so on, and she's in the rap hip-hop field, but her line is cool. I was sent here to open minds and show that anyone can override a program. It's been a 6-day working week for me, but that happens, nothing unusual. So today I've been in Florence, hanging around, having fun. Last week we went skating, ice skating, and she did good. It was her first time. A new week awaits, new ideas that wait to come to life. That's that for this video, just a short update. I'm near the water here in Gothenburg, and my mind just tells me to head off to north to Bohuslän above Gothenburg and go to places there, islands, half islands, and some other cozy places which can be pretty harsh and dramatic now when it's cold and gray. There's a certain beauty to that too. For some reason the ending didn't get recorded, so hereby I have to wish you all the best. Take care. Ciao.